I'm Juliette Goodrich in Oakland here in front of the courthouse where I'm covering the ghost ship warehouse trial. A lot of tension today in the courtroom between attorneys, also defendant Derick Almena, who became agitated at times. And then you have the victim's family members who are sitting in the courtroom and they're having a critical eye, listening to everything that Almena is saying.
Because he's such a weasel. He cannot. He speaks around his answers.
Tough testimony for Chelsea Dolan to listen to. Her daughter Chelsea was one of 36 people who died in the Oakland ghost ship warehouse fire.
I saw him the night of the fire. I saw him at 3 o'clock in the morning ride up on a child's bicycle, screaming at the top of his lungs the F word. And then he said, "All my stuff," while I'm watching the building burn and my daughter is trapped inside. All her friends were trapped inside, and he's worried about his stuff. It makes me sick.
Do you think of that when you listen to him on the stand?
I think of that day and night. I think of him making excuses.
Derick Almena tried to stay more focused today after an emotional start on the stand yesterday. But even his lawyers said his client is an artist and his mind is filled with so many details that sometimes answering the questions directly can be difficult. And during cross-examination, Almena's attorney clamped down on prosecutors saying, quote, "They are harassing my client."
It's like a prize fight. You want to punch your opponent in the nose and make them bleed. My God, they started with de minimis, trivial, extraneous material, like snipping at the peripheral.
Almena placed the blame on the landlord, saying he tried to get his landlord to make Ghost Ship a safer place. He says he asked for a sprinkler system, a side door, and for the bars to be removed from the windows. But Almena said his landlord refused and that there was only so much he could do himself. But Colleen isn't buying the sympathy act.
Yesterday, those tears, you think those were crocodile tears?
Oh, geez. Crocodile is being generous. He is such a poor actor. He doesn't know how to fake it very well. Children fake tears better than he does. And I work with children, and I've seen them when they go, "Oh, boo-hoo."
Now, there was some discussion that Derick Almena had told some lies or admitted to lying on the stand. What he actually said today was he admitted that he, quote, told untruths when it came to saying what his role was at the ghost ship warehouse. Now, cross-examination continues tomorrow. We will continue covering this in Oakland. I'm Juliette Goodrich, KPIX 5.